All right, guys, welcome back. We have another unboxing here. This is actually an item that I sent out for warranty repair, and just got back. So let's open it up. I'll show you what it is. I haven't shown it on my channel before, and then also I've got a kind of a custom job that we're gonna do on it to make it a little bit different and fit in. So let's go ahead and open it up. All right, so here it is back on the layout. This is a Lionel Legacy B6sb switcher. So this was released a year or two ago by Lionel. I bought mine brand new about 6 months ago, and I had some issues with the tether. Just the clips that hold it in place to the engine were broken, and I tried to fix it myself, but ultimately decided to send it back to Lionel under a warranty repair, and just did that a couple weeks ago, and they just turned it around and got it right back to me. So a huge thank you to them. They couldn't have been any easier to work with on this. The reason this engine has a tether instead of the wireless tethers that are in a lot of the engines today is because the short distance between pickup rollers makes it difficult for the engine to go through switches, especially large switches. It would lose power. And so, being a switcher, it's obviously critical that it's runs efficiently through all different types of switches. So they put pickup rollers on the tender, and the tether actually has power running through it to give some distance between power pickups, which I thought was a great idea. Just a little history on the B6. So the Pennsylvania Railroad had 238 of the B6sbs built between 1916 and 1920. And then these showed up on some of their subsidiary railroads as well. You can kind of see my PRSL girder bridge there. So that's a hint of the modification that we're going to make here. And I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. All right, so here's the finished product. So I took a Pennsylvania Reading Seashore tender that I bought from Lionel a little while back, actually from one of their prior releases of the Atlantic or the Consolidation, and put it on this Atlantic style tender with the B6sb. So Lionel, actually made a B6sb in PRSL with the slope style tender, back a couple years ago, but I haven't been able to find it. I have looked everywhere. I missed the run. I wasn't active in the hobby at the time, and I've been kicking myself. So the PRSL, did have B6sbs. I don't know if they ran them with this style tender or the sloped style tender. There's not a lot of information on that. But they did use this style tender, for their 280s and their 280 consolidations and their 442s Atlantics. So it's not out of the realm of possibility here that they ran their B6s as well, being those were the three locomotive types that they had with this style tender. So, now this is, I won't say one of a kind. Maybe somebody else has done this swap too, because it's easy enough to do. But unique engine, and it gives me a little more diversity in my PRSL fleet. One more thing to add here, if you guys do decide to purchase one of these engines, you'll see in a minute here, the sounds are fantastic. This is a great, reliable engine. I can't recommend it enough. The only thing I would say is if you get the one with the Atlantic style tender, and you have steep slopes on your layout like I do, you can see that slope behind you there is a little over 3%. So if you have steep slopes, something to watch out for is the drawbar. For whatever reason, the clip, the pin that comes down from the tender and the drawbar holes, go through, is not long enough. So the tender will often come uncoupled from the engine. I wrote Lionel about this, and there's basically nothing that they can do. It's easy enough to fix with a little bit of, I just wrap some electrical tape around the bottom of the pin to keep it coming through. I don't know why it's shorter, but it's shorter than my K-line switchers with a similar design, or MTH switchers with a similar design, but not a huge deal. All right, let's fire it up. Turn the volume up a little bit here. Let's check out the whistles. This does have the 5 whistles and bells, like some of the latest Lionel Legacy engines. This is usually the one that I keep it on. I like the little bit deeper whistle here. There you go. So you can see it's got kind of 2 deeper whistles and then 3 higher pitched, kind of banshee type whistles. So let's look at the bells. There we go. If you want to see a full review on this engine, Matty C Trains did a full review on this exact model. So I'll link that in the bio below. But here's some footage of it running around the layout and pulling some PRSL rolling stock that I have. Almost all of these were custom runs from Holly Beach Train Depot. So if you're interested in PRSL stuff, be sure to check them out.
Dispatcher, air test is complete. Can I move? Over. Please hold. Tower out. Tower, we're ready. Is it okay to pull? Over. All clear to move on to the lead. Yardmaster out.
So one of the things I like to do here is bump up the chuff and how deep the chuff is. So you can do that by increasing the labor rate in Legacy. Just gives it that labored, a little bit deeper chuff.